Finally, a formal introduction for Old Mate Merc, one of the oldest cars that I've owned. Like, this predates the channel by quite a bit. Like, it's one of the original cars I got to make car videos about. And then Tony happened, and then it just spiraled from there. People are like, man, you have the worst luck with Mercedes, old Mercs. Well, yeah, I keep buying the cheapest, worst ones. It's what project cars are about, and saving money. And funny enough, the purchase of this one is built on the failure of another Mercedes, which was ruined by a specialist. Yeah, I took it to them, and they made it worse. And so to fix their problems, and then the problems it had, it's basically called a full restoration, which the car didn't deserve. I just wanted a dirty one of these to slump around in, because it's fun. And yeah, in the end, I found and got this one, because all the parts off that old one will fit it. And this is the glorious one. This is the SEL, a 380, meaning it's a 3.8 liter V8. To Americans, small. That's so exciting. The fact that Bruce has a bigger 6-cylinder and this thing has a V8. But the SEL means it's long wheelbase. This is a real limousine, mate. Like, the rear doors on this thing are huge mungus. Like, look at this stretch. Look at the size of the wheelbase. Look, I have to duck around to show you the other one. And even better, 14-inch wheels, the way it's meant to be. Look at that tire ratio, huh? That road pillow, more decadence. Electric, stay open, electric reclining rear seat. Electric and reclining. And you ready for this sound? Ah, 300,000 Ks on it. It just shuts like a dream. And that's why I always wanted one of these, because I feel it's one of the greatest combustion cars of all time. I think it's beautiful. Came out in the late 70s during the fuel crisis. They were making giant land boats. And so, you know, there's a lot of people like, oh, EPA's ruining combustion engines. Mercedes just engineered their way out of it. And now we're all paying for it, because engineering is also code for complicated. And it turns out these don't like sitting. And none of you need to tell me, because I parked it. I did cheeky skids in this car when I first got it. And yeah, and now the fuel system, the ignition system, it's all really bad. I've never seen underneath this car. I'm pretty sure it's good. This feels to me like the perfect start of an actual project car. It's all here. It's just all effed up. The last of the overbuilt Mercedes. Like pre-Lexus, I like to call it. After Lexus came out, Mercedes changed. This is pre that. This was like the equivalent of $250,000 when it was new. First time on Old Mate Merc, which I always keep calling the Merkin. And yes, I know what a Merkin is. Oh yeah, look how lubricated everything is. No rust happening here.
The mounts have collapsed, so it's just sitting on the cross member there.
Oh gosh, this is horrible looking. And it's crazy because it was a bunch of Zoomers who dropped it off to me like 5 years ago. They drove like 2 hours to get it to me. The mad lads.
There's a lot of transmission fluid all over everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Exhaust is looking crispy.
Oh, someone's tried to fix the leaks and it's not worked.
I was playing around with that when I first got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was trying to do funny, dirty fixes because there's a huge hole in the exhaust here.
There's one here.
Yeah, and
you see the black on the floor.
Yeah, and it sounds awesome. Oh, this whole exhaust is effed.
Oh yeah, it is too.
The whole thing's gone.
Yep.
Oh, I'm glad it's not bespoke and complicated looking. Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need crusties in my eyes. Oh, look at a complicated double dingle arrangement with the mufflers.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, $250,000 car. This thing is the epitome of over-engineered.
This is what I was doing under the car the other day.
Yeah, that's last week James did that.
That was miserable.
Yeah, with Jackson laying on the ground. I love all the Americans getting mad at just how rust-free it is. Because it is. It's mint. Yeah, I mean, South Australia, we're like one of the driest places there is. You know, I mean, not at the moment, it's raining heaps. All this steering stuff doesn't look great. Or is it just covered in gooshmoo?
I'm amazed this has a steering box and not a steering rack.
Oh, it's got a steering box.
Yeah, there you go. That's what that is right there.
Gross.
Also appears to be leaking profusely.
Oh, well, I mean, we've got a spare one of these to pick from, but it's also the same age. But overall, like, this is what a project car is like. It's just worn out. It's not abused.
That one has
It's
play in it too.
Yeah, it's just tired. It's got 300,000 Ks on it, and it's over 40.
I think this big thing here is purely to cut down on noise because it's clamped onto the output joint. It doesn't seem to. I can't tell anything else that it does.
Quiet was the name of the game for this thing, so...
I mean, I might be wrong because I'm not.
I mean,
really sure,
let
but
us know, because every time we do a video on stuff we have no idea about, people chime in like, oh, that's the dingulator. It does
It's
dingles.
just a weird clamped on thing.
Yeah, that's fun. Awesome thing is this thing has a tow bar, right? But some Muppet loser idiot installed it, so it like rubs against suspension components. And that's how they engineered it. And they just sent it. Like, that's so... amount of times I've been bitten by just going to a place and being like, oh, they're professional, they do a good job. Nah, it's a dodgy junk.
Oh yeah, that one's stuffed. Yeah. Tie rod end bad.
Bad tire on end.
Yeah, that one's bad. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay-ish. That one's okay-ish. So it's mostly just these two.
Well, overall, it's really normal. Like, there's no bent stuff. You haven't seen, it hasn't been jumped, hasn't been like smashed up
No.
a curb. It's just anything that's made out of rubber is tired and wants to stop. This is normal project car stuff. You'd expect this at 40. There's one flaky sausage roll bit. Yeah, it's a little rust. It's only on a suspension component.
It only holds the whole front subframe in.
Oh, good. Was the diff flogged?
This vlog, yeah.
It's got a bad diff. Because the mounts have collapsed, it's like crushing power steering lines and rubbing up against everything.
it's up in here.
It's actually kind of mission critical that it seems like this motor kind of has to come out.
No, I just jack it up and change the mounts.
Well, not if it needs a rebuild with all the blow-by we saw.
Yeah, we might do some diagnostics first.
One bit of strange history here. This has been disconnected. It's not aircon or anything. James thinks it's like a pollution pump, which is, which makes sense because like, emissions were coming in and fuel economy was #1. Could have been something to do with that. But someone has clearly disconnected it. So,
Yeah.
all right, tell us, what is it? What is this thing? It says no oiling, but it sounds like it needs it. One of my favorite things about old boats is the pinky finger, like zero effort steering where you get no road feel. Look at this. It's got a suspension shock for the steering. That's awesome. Oh, we got to get that working.
Yeah.
Where it's just a cloud where you feel nothing. Every car has to lap the Nürburgring nowadays. This thing was just a pillow. Well, mission #1 is to try and get the spark again so we can have the previously terrible running car. Because once we got that, then we can go. What? You're making monkey noises.
It's got
Ooh.
it's got a
what?
it's got an open up higher latch.
Oh. Well, that's what excites James, everyone.
Look at that.
Okay, all right. Look, I will concede that is very good.
All the way up so you can get the engine out and it clicks back in again.
Well, I guess they're doing so many, huh?
Yeah.
That's actually amazing. I mean, like, that's why I love this car. It's full of these over-engineered touches. I mean, and this. There's a visor for above your mirror. It's things like this, everybody. Oh, we can actually get light on the engine bay. 'Cause that's the killer. It's like an awning that like just creates shade. All right, well, let's get some spark. We actually have tools.
All right.
Time to see if we got back a terrible running car. An upgrade over a car that does nothing. That's annoying. I shut that junk off.
So fast.
So it's going so much fuel going in, and yeah, well, there you go. In that video, that's what a spark module dying looks like. It runs and then doesn't. But so, which means no matter what, we're only going to get like up the road. Yep. Even if the fuel system was mint, it was just gonna conk out. Luckily, there's a parts car to rob all the fuel stuff off of.
You join us at the parts one in the storage yard where it's gross and there's no tools or amenities or anything. And yeah, all of this is clearly new and changed, which I had done before I got absolutely scammed by an incompetent specialist repairer. But this is so much better than the white one, but still no idea what it is.
It's a fuel distributor.
Yeah?
It's an airflow meter.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just that they're mechanical ones.
So many dingle hoses going everywhere. Every dingle hose has to come out, and they're hard line.
Yep.
It's, oh, cool. Are you bending them?
Yeah, have to.
Look how deep the intake is. I can't even see it. What? So that's where it's sucking in air. It's all the way down there.
Well, it's sucking through here.
I mean, sure, but that's
down
on,
the
that's
pipe
on
down
fuel
into there.
governance.
Yeah.
Like the intake after the fuel system
Yeah,
is down
in
there.
Yep.
Madness. Yeah, this is weird. See, it's not that James can't just reef on it and rip it off. Is that he doesn't want to rip other stuff off as it's coming off. His car's over 40. Oh, one McFuelinator. What's that McDoubleator hanging off? Is that the intake?
That's the intake, yeah. See, that's what I didn't want to reef on and snap.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the hose
Oh,
pad that
the
was
whole
loose.
bottom of it's plastic.
Yes.
Oh, things have been bad for a long time. Okay, that's some of the coolest looking under the valley cover internals I've seen. Look at this spaghetti mess of just like metal everywhere.
Ooh, I like how there are rubber vacuum hoses down under here.
Yeah, sick! And they're just the ones we can see. It's a fuel smell party up in here.
Sure is.
Yeah, taking all these injectors because it's clear they were changed at some point. We don't know how gummy and clogged up the white ones are. Well, basically this has been picked clean. Anything with a fuel line on it, James has put in this very organized pile.
This is what gets adjusted to change the fuel mixture, like the fuel pressure out to the injectors. And when I was pushing on that idle mixture screw, it wasn't doing anything.
Oh, good.
Piling all the fuel in all the time.
The warehouse doors open because it's all, friggin' Mercedes smoke smelling in here. This thing runs awful still. Oh, man.
Measuring the air quantity is based on floating body principle, which says that a floating body is moving in a uniform cone in linear relation with airflow.
So James has been messing with this thing for ages at the moment, trying to figure out how all this works and what things do. And what James has definitely figured out is this engine's completely like it's got bad blow by. It's inside the air cover, it's all full of oil from it blowing up in him. And from it running so rich, it still is. It's pig rich. Too much fuel's going in. The oil gets taken off the cylinder bores and wears the engine out faster. And this piece of junk already has 300,000 kilometers on it. But damn it, I'm on this. It's gonna end up like the CLS and going back on the healing bench for months. But I'd love to see all that fuel stuff go on here, where maybe it runs good enough.
So yeah, it's time for a compression test. In other words, how hard are the pistons squeezing air and fuel? All these plugs are so filthy rich. They're not meant to be black like that. And they're brand new plugs. The thing about a compression test is you want consistency. It's not as bad if every single one of them's a bit low, opposed to one or two of them are low.
Unless all of them are really low.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess only 120 PSI, because this thing turns over so smoothly, it's just... And that doesn't sound like a lot of compression. Yep. Well, I mean, look, I'm rounding to like the nearest 5. It's like pretty loosey-goosey. But yeah, the first one's not looking good. James tells me 20 PSI difference, not great. And we're pushing a 30 PSI difference. So James is going to retest those ones, see if it was like a gauge error or something. And then time to dribble a bit of oil in there and to see if it bumps up massively, then the engine's cooked. Slight improvement, but James is going to chuck some oil on this bank, I guess to see if there really is masses of wear on it. We don't know what the compression of these is meant to be. It's not very much, it's like 8 point something to 1. And so, yeah, I don't know what that is in PSA. Alright. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, about 200.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I want to see all these, like, better bits go onto it. Like, how good can it be? Can I just have one running Mercedes? I own 3 across multiple decades. I don't have a single one that partially works. Look how oily this filth is. This crap feels terrible. Like the fuel regulating bit, it's all stiff and effed. It technically did run,
poorly. And this one, which is just sparkling, like it barely touches. Ooh. Extra problem that's emerging is every vac hose has hardened and shrunk and whatever. Nothing's staying in place anymore, and it's covered with them. There's ones with holes in them, which is normal. You'd expect that. It's just slipped on.
Oh, it's got a bolt in it too. Someone's blocked that one off.
Ooh, no. Oh, that's bad precedent for the rest of the car. Ah, damn it. I thought this was a good example. You're trampling the engine. The fuelinator's on. James has swapped all the injectors. There's weird vacuumy stuff everywhere, which James has replaced heaps of the hoses for. Modules that are being blocked off because learning that some American ones don't have stuff that Euro ones have. The manual that we sourced is an American one. So many small variances on these little dingly bits where if they leak, it causes issues. And apparently that one does leak, but thankfully it's blocked off, so it doesn't matter. All for an engine with absolutely effed balls. I'm so excited. Well, time for that first start. Come on, old Smokey. Yeah, the thing James repaired, that's what was hanging it up.
All I did was resolder it. I didn't actually
Nice
check anything.
repair. Like swapping out with the other one. There you go. The idle's come down, but it's hunting strange. There's like a module there that's not working, which has to do with the idle. And the tools we've bought typically are terrible and not working. Unfortunately, this is the best it's ever sounded. Nightmare time. See these two dingle things with hoses coming out of them? Well, one of them advances and pulls back the timing, you know, the ignition timing, which basically makes the whole engine run and be decent. Well, none of the books mention this. And James is noticing that it's kind of got old mate fitment marks on it, and maybe it's got modifications that meet Australian standards or something. And so this nightmare car of nightmares has now got a, I don't know, like aura about it. And we have no plan. James is vacuuming vacuum lines to see if it does anything. Oh!
It had no vacuum advance connected to begin with. This pipe was connected down here, which is the retard.
So it was originally plumbed up wrong.
Yeah.
Like someone's messed with it, which sucks because we don't know what to do either. R.I.P. in pieces. The Azito finally let go. It did gallantly. It did amazing. It always worked until it didn't. Never mind, you couldn't use it in a mine shaft due to how much arcing comes out of it at all times, even and especially when new. See, I lost me thought. James has had to create this. This is how you check the, I mean, yeah, you gotta check the fuel system, make sure every single one of these injectors has the right amount of fuel, and fuel pressure plays a huge role. If that's wrong, the whole thing runs terrible. It's got a cold start number, it's got a warm running number, and it's like a graph, and it's got to be within a certain parameter and whatnot. And yeah, all the tools to do this don't exist unless you make it yourself.
With this tap off, cold start is turned off. Cold start is activated by bleeding off pressure from this line. So I've disconnected the cold start stuff and disabled it so that I can watch the cold start warm up.
Oh.
Starting it without watching it will make it warm up prematurely.
Surely there's an app for this. That's coming up. Hey. This is fun. This is literally what the actual tool looks like. It looks so similar to the one James has cobbled together. Casually just caught James bending this wire into this shape. We're just having a conversation, and then you just start sticking it into the fuse panel. What are you doing?
Bypassing the fuel pump.
Bypassing
relay.
the fuel pump.
The fuel pump relay.
What?
Bypassing the fuel pump relay.
got full control of the pressure.
Yeah, you can do in between as well.
It's bumping between cold start and regular running.
James is now talking like he works in a nuclear submarine. I've stabilized pressure on the right side. The left side's slowing down a little bit, but it's stabilized. It's all within spec. Aye on a poop deck, Captain. The submarines have a poop deck. Please don't tell me anyone. Not helped by the fact that there's like 10,000 different versions of all these little modules for different world markets, and then there's been additions made when it's been imported. And so James is just gonna try the other one that the other car I've got. It's got, like, even having a parts car, this is not easy. Well, here's the cold start module from the other car. It's all really clean. I would have thought it'd be really gummy and gross. But this one has a hole in it, which James likes. That's the hole James likes. And apparently it makes it make more sense because he's seen a video that used this model. And it's really purely based on that. It's like, can't find any documentation on some of the bits that this car has. All this complicated McGubbins to just get rid of a choke. I mean, they do give you a free small metal hat, but all of this just to get rid of the choke.
Well, I mean, it's not a carburetor car, so...
No, sure, but you could have just put a carburetor on it and had it just work. Although, look, I will say, as someone who owns carbureted cars and dailied them, if you get the choke wrong, you can flood your motor and literally be stuck for 10, 15, whatever, an hour. Like, old Susie wrote it over here, has stranded me on more than one occasion that I got good at draining the float bowl, emptying the carb and clearing it, and getting back on the road, and only smelling like fuel for 40% of the day. So,
Had a car like that.
Yeah, aristocratic people don't want to deal with that, where you just turn the key and it works. But this is what it took. Oh, James has popped open the other one, and it's completely different.
A huge spring in it.
This is a nightmare. So after driving it, it now makes this noise, and it still bucks and kicks down the road. And that's why it's been 2 weeks since, like, the last video. Like, what can men do against such reckless hate? Even with a parts car, still can't get it going. A parts car with new parts on it with the same issues, still can't get it going. Oh, it's not smoking anymore. I think the engine is actually starting to wake up. But my goodness, if any of you have any clues, you've seen us struggling with stuff and you're like, mate, that's just the bing bongus. You just got to twist it this way and it works. Please tell us. Please. My kingdom for a single running Mercedes.
And like, don't forget memberships, mate. $1 a month. It's like, once a week I'll talk about like other cars I make. James has a channel too,